even...
Yes.
Okay. Now, here we are in Amsterdam, and we have a really nice community here. They came from everywhere. Where did you all come from? Come closer. Den Haag? Amsterdam?
Ik woon hier. In dit
Oh, and we have a beautiful location here at Wilhelmina Gasthuis. Beautiful, so thank you so much for... And so we're meeting the community. There's some people hopping on from India, I believe, and you know, this is really to make this a global community, because last month when I was in Australia and New Zealand, some of you saw the community there, and it's also different and wonderful. So please come closer and let's look at this body a little bit and tell me what you see. So this is how we initially, somebody lies on the table, we start to look at the body and we already see what's going on with their exhale and their inhale, the chest line, the waistline and the hip line, how her body is lying on the table. Yeah, laat maar. So what we already saw, and she's already changing as the energy is starting to move. She had her hands here, and now right? So where did she have her hands? So what does it tell you?
Hip line.
Something, hip line. And so tell me a little bit what you see. Tell me what you notice.
Feet are pointed outward.
Yeah? And so what does that tell you?
There's more tension on the outside.
Okay, do you want to feel?
Yeah.
Feel, just check out, you know, usually I do this very quickly, the body reading when I have a client, it's like instantly to see and then maybe feel where the tightness is to confirm it. So yeah, please go ahead. It's okay, right? If they feel. Yeah? Okay, so yeah, you can. So that this is turning out, what did you feel?
I find there's tension in the 9 and the 10.
The 9 and the 10.
Yeah.
Very heavy.
On the left side?
Very heavy. Can only
Bring his friends.
Yeah, sorry. More heavier than normal.
Yeah, there's more tension on the left side.
On the left side. Okay, more on the left side. And so if you look at her body, Rosa, can you see that already? Like where there would be more tension or more need? Can you?
I would definitely don't know.
Yeah. So Rosa is new to this. So you see how this is rolling out? On the
I would
left?
say like because her feet are open that she's relaxed. But
Yeah. So you look again between the difference between the right side and the left side. So this one is a little bit too open. So that's what we look at. So would this one be correct, or do you think this one would have more need?
What about searching for harmony?
Yes. Yeah, that's what Wayne would say. We're looking for the harmony. Let's look for the harmony. So what needs to be harmonized? What needs to be harmonized here?
Everything.
the left side.
Yeah, the left side. Okay, so maybe some tightness here on the lower back. How's that feel? Yeah, a little bit? Little bit? Yeah? Anybody wanna feel the difference between right? This is how you learn, this is what it's about, eh? I mean, we can talk forever, but it's really the hands-on. Feel the difference between the left and right. And then, okay, she had her hands here, so it makes me think of hip line. So the 11s help the hip line, right? Oh, okay, so that's interesting. The change is very quickly, right? So feel which side is...
I already felt it.
Okay, which side?
Right one.
Right one. So
Right
who
side
wants to
one.
feel? This is how you learn. Come on, you guys.
Come on, you guys.
Come on, girls and guys. The 11s. And
That's
like,
tree.
yeah,
Oh,
please
sorry.
keep breathing. I know this is kind of...
Ik had mijn ogen niet.
Okay, so who wants to listen to the pulse? Come on, Ria.
You can do it.
Yeah. So which side of the shoulders do you feel? Marie-Therese?
Recht.
The right
Rechterkant.
side.
Ja, het side.
Right. So the right, so that's interesting because the right side of her shoulder feels tighter, but it's the left lower body. So that is due to which flow that we know. Yeah, the mediator flow. Because the mediator flow crosses from right to left and left to right. From the right upper body to the left lower body. Right? So starting to think like a mediator flow could be helpful. So, yeah? So what do you feel in her pulse? Do you feel mostly chest line, waistline, or hip line?
I have a mixture with the acupuncture pulse, but that's different stuff.
It must overlap.
Yeah. No, you feel more the bust line.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I felt the bust line or chest line stronger, so please listen. If you're not very familiar, then just listen to right and left side. Right and left, that's the easiest level to listen on. Is the left side in need or the right side in need? So what I felt very quiet was the hip line. They were actually very quiet for me. So the pulses are like children. When they're too loud, they want attention, but when they're too quiet, they want attention too. Like, what are they doing? Right?
I'm also thinking of the one of the 10 flows, the back of
The back of the leg.
goes also to the right. The left hand goes also to the
Yes.
right.
Yeah. Okay,
So there's a connection between.
So you're thinking maybe you would do a back of the leg flow? Yes. Yeah. What do you
I think
think?
inhaling on the
Left side?
no, both sides are screaming, but on the inhaling.
Yeah. Yeah, they're loud on the
Yeah,
on the superficial or deep?
deep.
So they're a little bit loud.
Mm.
So what is a way to what is the first thing that you would do to quiet them down a little bit?
First thing I would do is well, I don't know the English words for everything.
Zeg maar in Hollands
But,
dan. Misschien kan ik je vertalen.
Stuitje en
Ja?
en
Ja.
stuitering
that's
zou ik eerst doen.
yeah.
Sacrum.
Ja.
Yeah, I very often start like this because the coccyx sacrum area relates to the third depth, right? Little source energy. Yes, the little source. It's the blueprint to become all these organ functions. And so on the back, you see in the order of creation, you see that the sacrum and coccyx area is related to third depth. Do you know that? Do you know that page? So very often I start like that, particularly also with new people, and actually I probably always start like this, because that needs to be connected before really anything can happen. And so this is from my experience. Maybe you don't have to work that way. This is the way I like to start a session. Also from here, I get more information. I connect myself to the seventh depth energy. It allows me to breathe, and so that I know and that I get messages where I go next from the person. Because we connect together and the body starts to harmonize. I gave my father a session yesterday, and it took about 15 minutes before Paul started to come in, and he had been sick. He had some bronchitis, and I just stayed there for about 15 minutes first. So that's a very nice.
The boss.
Yeah, come.
Yeah.
Come
On
I'll
the
show
two
you.
and
I'm on the coccyx and on the sacrum together, and that's that third depth energy, little source of life. So, does anybody want to see this? Give it a try. We don't say we're trying to. Okay, come, somebody. Yeah.
When it's a very heavy coccyx,
It's not so heavy.
Nee?
Yes.
I'm putting in practice now, holding the off sacrum kammer,
Yeah, to calm. Yeah.
and then hold the 8. So
Yeah.
you
That's nice.
free the area because
Yeah.
the kidney and the bladder and a lot of milk
The
goes
spleen.
in there. So you have to, when you open it up, then
Yeah.
hold
Can somebody hold her 11s? And just, you see here, because they felt this tightness on the right upper back, you see that here in the hands, you see how it's a little bit more cupped? Yeah? So that indicates tightness. So can somebody confirm that what we see here, can somebody confirm that there's a tightness on the right side of her
Ja,
shoulders?
de Art of Jin Shin, ik heb het al gevoeld. Dus je
Yeah.
mag het voelen, hè?
Yeah. But you see how it's changing already? Because Els did a little bit of, we don't manipulate it, we don't move, but just when the energy gets into alignment is when the body, you start to see these transformations right in front of you. So here, yeah, this is tighter here. If somebody wants to feel the difference between, so definitely her lower left body. So there is a mediator aspect. The middle is going on. So what could be helpful for her to start with is a 5, 6, 7, 8 flow on this foot. Could be good.
Well, the screaming stopped.
The screaming stopped.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can feel it.
Those kids. Yeah. My
Yeah?
gosh, completely different.
Yes.
Yeah. This, so if someone has had a lot of Jin Shin, then you know it changes very quickly. So if you have listened before, just listen again. Are there any questions, Carole? Anybody?
Someone is asking, what is this? Vinnie Slater.
What is
There
this?
are a few people watching.
What do you mean? What is
What
this?
is this?
What is this? What? Can
What
you
is
wait?
this? Maybe
This is
read
the
some
Art of Jin
information.
Shin.
More specific.
This is a body reading we do to see what's going on in the body. So we listen to what the person says. We look at their body. We listen to the pulse. And then we give a session according to what we feel. So does this clarify? If there's more questions, please just read them off.
If there
they
are some
come.
questions, I will tell you.
Or comments, if they see anything. So you
Ah.
also see that there's some fullness here in the thighs. Do you see that? See that? Some
Petra
fullness?
Keizer Rush zegt, Els en
Ha?
Alexis,
Hi
fijn dit.
Petra. Hi Petra, jammer dat je er niet bij bent vandaag. So you see this fullness here? So for that the 14 flow is good, and she actually just moved her hands to the 14s.
Stomach flow.
Yeah, stomach flow, 14 flow helps the stomach energy. And yeah, so I think that, anybody has anything else? Otherwise we'll get to hands on now. Anything else? Okay, great.
Yeah.
So our Dutch community is really quiet. In America they would be like talking the whole time, and the Dutch people are more quiet. So anyway, we'll see you soon. Thank you, Carol, my friend. Let me just hier eventjes wij samen. Okay, yeah.
Bye bye.
All right, bye. Stop it.